Hey everybody, it's me again. Wanted to talk a little bit tonight, just briefly, about forgiveness. Been a couple of weeks ago, we had a sermon at church that covered forgiveness, and forgiveness is kind of a touchy subject for a lot of people, especially whenever it involves people that are very close to you. And forgiveness is something that we are mandated to do. That's something that God tells us in his teachings that we should forgive just the way he has forgiven us. So, that is something that can sometimes be a very, very difficult situation. And like I said, especially with the people that are the closest to us. So, just to kind of hit on it, you know, forgiveness is not forgetting. It's not opening yourself back up for the same type of hurt again. It is, you know, letting that person know that you have forgiven them for the situation, whatever it may be, and however they hurt you or offended you. And there's all kinds of different levels. Something may be as simple as forgiving and forgetting. Other things is, giving that person forgiveness, but not allowing them to be back in a position to do that again. And one thing as parents, and specifically single parents, because that's what most of my vlogs are about, being a single father, is protecting our children. And I have a lot of issues in this area. I'm not going to lie. But I have handled the majority of those issues. And the fact that I have forgiven, but in a lot of those circumstances, I have not allowed certain people back into my life to to create the same types of problems again, especially where it affects my children. And most of the issues that I had actually revolved around my stepchildren at the time, and you know, they're things that most parents would say, "Well, that's unforgivable." Well, there is nothing that is unforgivable. So, regardless of what happened, regardless of how serious it is or how mundane it is, God commands us in His Word that we're to forgive just like He has forgiven us. Okay? But I don't necessarily have to allow that person back into my life to create another issue. So, I'd encourage all of y'all to take a look at your damaged relationships, and a bare minimum, you need to make sure that you as a human have forgiven that person. Not saying letting them back in, but that you have forgiven them of whatever they did to wrong you. All right, and definitely, if it's possible, to heal that relationship and to make it work, which it's not always possible. But we are all human. We all do have our own issues, but keeping those things inside and holding a grudge for years and years and years can become a physical poison for your body. It can become a physical poison for your spirituality, and it can actually inhibit the relationship that you have with anybody else, and most definitely your relationship with God. So, you know, think about it, just ask yourself the question, is there anybody out there that has wronged me? Because I can guarantee you, you've wronged other people. It's happened. You are human, and there's no way around it. You've got people that need to forgive you as well. So, take a look at your own life, evaluate it, see where you're at, and do what you need to do to protect your family, but more importantly, to protect yourself, and to protect your spiritual connection with God, um, and do what you need to do. So that's all I had tonight. It was kind of short and quick. Hearing the sermon a couple of weeks ago just really made me sit down and think about it, and made me want to do a vlog on it. So y'all have a good night.